real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my day I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description.
Hanging like a war hall or like a Bane seed, and hit the stage, turn just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. His first throw is an interception. Sandra still makes the play. And he makes the half go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Gibbs now from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off play action, Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. Finds Laporta. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. From the gun, Goff. It's into the hands of Wright. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that gives the Lions the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. He's running it right on the option. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves him a little bit closer. Third and goal coming up. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
An option give to Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. Going the other way, Lions have it. Wow, he's dropped hard on the return by one of the offensive linemen. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. Remember, they got it back on the fumble to end the first. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. He's contained at the line for no gain. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Goff on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Laporta with the grab. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 28. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Mike Sandra still makes the play. He's at the 30. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
On first down, here's Daniels. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Washington. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Brown now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. Now Brown on to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. All down that time by Jonathan Jones.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now they send their back in motion right. To the air, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Lions ready for the punt. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Daniels. Gets everything he has under this throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Now gone. Buys time, rolling, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Washington calls it 2nd timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He throws a bullet down the left sideline. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. Daniels on 1st down. Shakes himself, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Now Brown on to send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Goff setting to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? The keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
Looking to throw. He's loaded another one up. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds too. Oh, I don't believe it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Fox now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Flush down out to his left. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Going right side. Robinson with it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10. 1st down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Chased out to his right, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he crosses midfield before going out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun, Goff. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Mike Sandra still makes the play. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Goff trying again here after the pick. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take over after the interception. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Staying with Robinson. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10. Now Daniels to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And the Lions will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Putting a receiver in motion. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Yeah, when you got a game changer as a wide receiver, you want to get the ball in his hands any way you can. And I love that call. Right, we see it all the time on bubbles and quick little receptions. They put the ball in his hands as a runner, and this dude's dynamic.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
White comes in motion left. Going to the ground again on first. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. The Lions have possession. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Man in motion here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. The key, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Goff on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Bates' kick is up and good. And it shrinks to a 3-score game again. The lead 22.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Starting from the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now Daniels off the play action. Escapes, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from near his own goal line. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Fields this clean at the 30. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And the Lions will go on offense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
3rd and long for him here. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Running back sent in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Avoids the sack. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
He's inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. Brown able to tack on the point after. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead. Now Brown on to send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Laporta pulls it in along the sideline. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions putting up points in a game decided. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And he is going to get in. That's going to cut a couple more off of that lead. Fox now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. On the move, headed right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's that Lions offense lining up to try for 2 once again. Throwing again, it's gone. Oh, and he's got a man open, complete. And he'll reach the end zone. They get 2 more points to help attack that deficit. Fox now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's out of bounds. This is a great start for them, already on their opponent's side of the field. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On the give, here's Robinson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Another carry for Robinson. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. 3rd and just 2 to go. Strong running inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
And the Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And he fakes the spike. Forced out to his right. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Throw caught at the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd down. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's brought down for a loss. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
So score this as a win for the Commanders. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from